it's so strange. Ever since he's been president, people are trying to take something from him, that he's not American, that he was not born here. But we must keep in mind that the scars and stains of racism are still deeply embedded in American society. We have a distance to go. We're not there yet.
All right, that's Congressman reacting to the remarks made by Rudy Giuliani. Here to react to so much, because there's always so much going on, is Michael Meyers, President and Executive Director of the New York Civil Rights Coalition. Great to see you, sir.
Good seeing you.
All right, so what do you make of this? I mean, the reaction to Rudy. You know, at first it was outrage, but then it certainly turned to racism. He made a stupid remark, I think, defending himself by saying, can't be racist, his mother was white. He should have just said, I don't care what color the guy is, you know, but go ahead.
Well, what can I say about John Lewis? John Lewis is, and I kind of used to like him. I used to respect him. But John Lewis's memory is frozen in the past. He still sees America as a segregationist country. He still talks about America as if there's black and there's white. And his own guy, President Obama, used to say, there's no black America, there's no white America, there's America. But now that he's president, oh my God, there's a black America, there's a white America, there's a Hispanic America. This is outrageous. So you have John Lewis, and I could tell you other things he said that have been just full of racial rhetoric. So I'm surprised and really disgusted by John Lewis and his ilk. But we are living in a time now that where the fashion, particularly from so-called black intellectuals and so-called black leaders, is to foment racial poison, to foment racial idiocy, to foment racial rhetoric and separatism. Even to the point now in Washington, D.C., where they are now proposing in the 21st century a public school for black boys. Now, I thought we got rid of public schools based on race classifications in 1954. But you don't hear John Lewis saying, what are you doing? You don't hear any of the black intellectual leaders saying, what are you doing? No, they're saying, we believe in these stereotypes about black boys.
So in other words, black boys they need special treatment because they can only, they can't, what, mingle and succeed? Is that the idea?
It's not just black boys, it's blacks.
Yeah.
Look at the idiocy on National Public Radio. They are, and this is, not only are the blacks doing this, the whites are reinforcing this racial idiocy.
Sure.
So you have at National Public Radio, and I have written the management of National Public Radio, but they don't care because they think I'm a kook.
And you're paying their salaries too.
Not anymore. Well, maybe the government is, but I don't. But you have the NPR leadership say, they put people on, black people on, who speak black. They want a black voice to NPR because they have too many white voices. What the heck is a white voice? So my response to them is, what the heck is a black voice? And invariably, the black voice is the one that speaks with bad grammar. Invariably, the black voice is the one that tries to be authentically black by speaking ghetto trash, what they call black English. I'm disgusted by this racism, but they don't see it as that. They see it as being responsible to the black community.
All right, let's talk about, unfortunately, let's listen to Louis Farrakhan's reaction to Rudy Giuliani.
How did you grow up, Giuliani? A privileged cracker? Or I should say, a privileged devil.
In all honesty,
you grew up on the sweat and the blood of black men and women who made America before your fathers got here.
Okay. There's been no coverage of this.
Very little coverage.
I mean, but he's allowed to spew this. He's in the Reverend Wright vein. And Barack Obama, you know, lives near both of them in Chicago. Of course, we know about his relationship with Wright. I don't know if he has a relationship with Farrakhan. How does he get away with this?
Well, that is Farrakhan. Farrakhan.
No, I know that.
Yeah, Farrakhan is. He is still seeking to be the voice of black America, angry black America. He's still, since the 90s, he was the #1, by the way, by every poll of black America, the #1 black leader. He has always been the apostle of black racism. He has always been the apostle of racial lunacy. But you don't have even the so-called resurrected and different Al Sharpton condemning Farrakhan.
No.
All the black leaders, they grab him, they hug him, they give credence to, and they love Farrakhan because they think Farrakhan is blacker than black.
Is cracker the equivalent of the N-word?
No, that's for white people.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
No, there's no equivalent to the N-word.
All right, well, you know what I'm saying. Do you believe that's how he means it?
Of course.
Okay, and devil, white devil, and
we're
we're all white devils,
that's right? This is the 60s. Okay. It's not just Giuliani he's talking about. He's talking about white people.
Melissa Harris Perry.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to hear, but let's go with it.
Mm-hmm. I hope he tried to stay alive. I hope he knew that he lived in a state with a stand your ground law, and I hope he whooped the shit out of George Zimmerman. Yeah. And it's not disreputable to have done so. Because he encountered a stranger who was prepared to kill him, and you know how I know? Because he killed him.
She's at Cornell University, but a few days ago at a Martin Luther King event during February.
Martin Luther King Jr. lecture.
Yes. And she's saying she hopes that Trayvon Martin whooped the S out of George Zimmerman.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And she's MSNBC.
Yeah, of course.
This is another celebrity. This is the culture of celebrity. She gets invited to do these things, to do these speeches, because she's on TV and she has a show. And people love that racial rhetoric that they hear on MSNBC every day. They hear that and they say, come, bring her. She's great. She's great. We want to hear from Melissa. Now, she goes there, and this is an intellectual. This is a professor, formerly from Princeton. So this is a professor who engages in racial rhetoric for delight, to raise the hackles. And she loves this racial rhetoric. I'm surprised that people tolerate this nonsense by not rejecting it, because saying, hey, you're doing the Martin Luther King Jr. lecture.
Well, his niece
he was a man of peace.
His niece was here yesterday, and I asked her, and she said, I guess she's never heard any of his messages.
Exactly. They invert and pervert the message of Martin Luther King.
And she had to apologize in tears over remarks she made about Mitt Romney's, I don't remember.
Those were crocodile tears.
All right, well, from Michael Meyers, ladies and gentlemen, love talking to this man because he is unafraid, and he tells it like it is. He is a man of common sense, which is dangerous in these times. All right, up next, nuclear policy expert John Wolstetter will be here, right here on Newsmax Television, The Steve Malzberg Show. Don't go away.